Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ocean State Aquatics TV. Today I'm coming at you from our Coventry location with a video today on betta food. A lot of people have been coming in and buying betta fish for the first time recently, and the common question I get all the time is, what do I feed it? Now there is a common misconception that betta fish are only allowed to eat betta food, and that is just simply not true. There are a lot of different options that you can feed your betta fish. You can feed them actually pretty much almost anything that you want, as long as it's small enough that they can fit the pellet and or the flake or granule in their mouth. So starting out first, we have the Betta BioGold, which is going to be your very standard stereotypical betta fish food. Now this stuff is absolutely great. It's fully formulated just for bettas, and it comes in very convenient packaging, and it isn't going to break the bank. Now these are absolutely great, and these are totally fine to use if this is something that you prefer, but this is not your only option. Betta fish definitely like a little bit of variety. Having a little bit of variability in your betta's diet is always going to be a plus, because they won't get bored with the food and they won't stop eating. If you're just feeding the same thing day in and day out, they are going to get bored with it eventually and may not have as much of an appetite or eat as much food. We have lots of other different options for different types of food so that you can add to the betta fish's diet to keep things interesting and to kind of switch it up every now and again. Any sort of nanofish food or flake food or granule is going to be perfectly healthy to feed to your betta fish, as well with any different varieties of frozen food. Now, some of the food that I most recommend to add supplemental to betta fish pellets is going to be vibrobites. These ones are actually going to be my first favorite and probably the one that I'm going to recommend everyone starts out with. These are really great. They are a little red rod that simulates almost a worm. It provides a really natural feeding experience, and it has a bunch of those really good ingredients that bring out the natural colors. It's also packed with protein, and all the fish seem to go absolutely wild for it. Another food I always recommend is the micro pellets and the micro wafers. These are both a really good small pellet. One of them is slowly sinking, and that's going to be the micro wafers, and the micro pellets, these are going to be semi-floating. So the only real difference is there's a slight difference in pellet size and also where they sit in the water column during feeding time. Another small granule that I very heavily recommend is going to be the Dimax Tropical Essentials. These are the sinking granule variety. Now these are really great. They are probably the smallest pellet that we sell in store. Fish go absolutely bonkers for these. One of the things that I love most about these Dimax food products is that they are really stinky, meaning that the fish will smell it the second it hits the water, and it is a huge appetite stimulant that even for the most finicky fish and finicky eaters, this will most likely get them to start eating. Another one of the Dimax products that I would very heavily recommend is that they have their flake food. These floating flakes are packed with nutrition and are really good to add some variety into your betta's diet. Overall, all of these products are a really, really great option to feed any betta that you may have. I would recommend picking more than one just to have some sort of variability in their diet, to keep them interested in eating, and to just spice things up in their lives. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully this inspired you to get some different types of food for your betta fish, and will open you up to some more options that you may not have known you had. Thank you guys so much for watching, and like always, keep it fishy.